Hey YouTube, I'm Franklin and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to our channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you what we use to film videos for our channel. So as you can probably see in other videos, our channel is mostly travel vlogs or hotel reviews. We may branch out a little bit later this year on other type of videos. So I want to show you what we use. And I know at the beginning of the new year, people's New Year resolution is to start a YouTube channel. So hopefully I can give you the tips and stuff that we use to help you make a better decision for what cameras to buy for your channel. So starting off, I want to go from beginner to maybe semi-pro, not professional, because I don't really have professional quality gear. But for beginners, the best camera that you can use for your channel starting off is your phone. So this is an iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's I think a 1 TB hard drive. This is the best camera that you can use starting off your channel. The reason I say that, most people already have your cell phone with a good camera, so you don't have to invest in any money to buy additional cameras. It's already with you. You keep your phone with you all the time. A lot of places that you go, if you take a certain camera in, they won't allow you to film, but they will allow you to film with your cell phone. And you can do everything on this phone. You can film. This does come with an editing program. It comes with Final Cut, and that's a good beginner's program. So you can film, edit. You can get another program such as CapCut. It's free too. You can do this all on your phone. And if you find out that you do like YouTube and you want to invest more money, or you start getting monetized and you want to get that money, then you can upgrade to more better cameras. But yeah, this is all you need. The only down part is if you do like channels like sit down vlogs, or let's say you want to go mountain climbing. I mean, trying to set this up on a tripod, not really that good. As you know, cameras, the best cameras in the back. So if your camera's like this, you can't frame your shot. You don't know what you're filming. You just have to guess that, you're filming what you hope you're filming. If you do a lot of surfing, trying to keep this on a surfboard. So, I mean, it's water resistant, but it's not completely waterproof. When you're out and about traveling, using your cameras, it do drain your batteries. So what you can do is, what we also use, we get battery packs. We have lots and lots of battery packs. So the products I'm going to show you, you can use it from beginner all the way up to professional. So it's not like if you buy this and you get another camera, this is obsolete. You can use these battery packs for all different types of cameras. So like this battery pack, it has a built-in cable. So you can plug in your iPhone, cameras, everything. It's all you got to carry is just this. This is 10,000 milliamps. So you can charge your phone up at least twice and you're good to go. Also have this battery pack. This is a, what is this? 26,000 milliamp battery pack. So a few years ago, I was in Las Vegas and I forgot my phone charger, and this kept my phone charged for the whole week I was in Vegas. We also have this battery pack. So this one, if you're traveling, you got a battery pack and it has a built-in light. So that could also come in handy. Okay, so let's say that you want to upgrade your equipment. You use the iPhone, you done use as much as you can. Now you want to move up to something a little bit better, or you want to increase your video quality. So now I'm going to show you what we use for sound. Okay, so now you want to have better sound. So with your iPhone or whatever, you can have your camera a distance away. As you walk away, your sound becomes muffled. You turn your back, it becomes muffled. And sometimes the background noise can drown out what you're saying in front of your camera. And so what we used one or two times, I mean, this little set here, it was like 20 some dollars on Amazon. Sometimes you can get like a little discount, and you have a receiver that can go into the bottom of your iPhone. One thing, when you do buy it, they do have the lightning cable one and the USB-C one. So unless you have an older iPhone, I recommend you get the USB-C, because you can use it for new iPhones and a few other cameras that I will show you later on in this video. So you plug this into your camera, you charge up your mic, you can put this on your shirt anywhere. I have seen some, YouTubers, they get like a fake mic and they tape this to the mic so it actually looks like, they're doing like street interview YouTubers, or people who just like have a little studio set up. So this, $25, something cheap, small, compact. If you want to go up a level, you have this. This is the DJI mic. This is the first generation. So with this, you get a transmitter, a receiver, and this comes with your lightning adapter and USB-C adapter that goes into your transmitter, and then this goes into your camera. Additional to that, you have this little cord here that goes into your transmitter and goes into the audio jack of your camera. Only thing I don't like about this, if you lose this, the whole mic thing is pretty much useless. But these mics do have internal recording. So you can turn it on, press record. You can record into this, and then later in production or editing, you can transfer this to your videos and go about doing it that way. So this system, you get 13 hours of recording for each mic. And I think the battery lasts for about 8 to 10 hours. So pretty much you can go all day with this. Only bad part is it's a lot to carry around. The next thing that we have, which you can see I have on now, which it looks exactly like that one. This is the DJI Mic 2. So this, $99. I do not have the receiver for this. I just have this. This is $99. Same thing, internal memory. It comes with what they call a dead cat for, trying to get one out right quick. You're out filming in windy conditions. You just stick this on top and you won't have that wind noise in your videos. So like I said, this is me and Elena. I got 2 of them, basically $200. And some of the cameras I use have a built-in receiver. So this is Bluetooth too. So I can go 20, 30, 40, 100 some feet from the camera and still get good quality without worrying about that extra cable that the first one has. I have heard that when you connect the Bluetooth to your cell phone and some other cameras, the video quality is not as good, but it's better than the camera itself. Another thing, if you're out in the street, you really don't want to bring attention to yourself with having something like this. You have this little Rogue lapel mic. So this can plug into your DJI mic here. You can put this in your pocket or your belt clip, and you can run this up under your shirt, and all you have is just something like this, being shown. And you still get good quality sound for your video. So that's one option. I think this was like $20 some. If your camera has audio jack, plug it in, same thing. Also have another little mini Rode mic, a little shotgun mic. I mean, it's okay. I really don't use this that much. And then I have this bigger mic on this Nikon, which you do see some YouTubers, they do have this big setup where they're filming like this. And you know, when I'm traveling, I don't want to carry all of this and basically stick it out like a sore thumb. So that's what we basically use for audio. Majority we use the DJI mic with the Bluetooth and the one with the transmitter. So this is about $300 and some. Like I said, these was like 90 some dollars. So now I'm going to move to lighting. Okay, so now for lighting, some YouTubers, they like to have a little studio set up and they have a permanent camera set up with permanent lighting. So for that, we have something like this. I know you can see it. So this, you can plug it in. It's battery powered. The batteries, you use 2 batteries like this. You can put it in the back. Just in case you're out somewhere and you don't have a plug-in, this can run for a couple of hours just using 2 batteries. You can adjust your white balance. You know, you make your light a little bit warmer, a little bit cooler. But if you don't need nothing that big, that could be a good, you know, main light. Then we have these little lights, little inexpensive lights. They also use these rechargeable batteries, or you can use 8, I think, AA batteries. This could be good for like field lights or something. But still, you know, nothing really you want to travel a lot with. If you like to travel, this little light, I think the light was like $20. It gives you enough light to shine on your face if you're doing like a night vlog or something in the streets. Or this Lume Cube. Same thing. You can adjust the warmness. You can have it cool, warm, just the intensity, the colors, the Kelvins. Yeah, this one is at 20% light right now, and this said the battery's going to last 5 hours. So, I mean, we don't really do a lot of night vlogging because we want to watch our surroundings at night. But depends on where you're at, you can put this on your camera and it'll fill your face in, fill whatever you're filming at night. So this is what we use for lighting if we ever need it. Or 2-in-1. You can use this battery pack and a light all in one. So you can just carry this instead of carrying all this other lighting stuff. So now I'm going to work on showing you some of the cameras that we use. Okay, so you done basically maxed out your potential on your iPhone. Now you want to look at another vlogging camera. So one camera I kind of recommend is the Sony ZV-1. So this camera was basically designed with vloggers in mind. So you have the flip out screen. It shoots 4K 30, I think, 4K 60. Low light is pretty good. Autofocusing is good. You can adjust if you want the focus to be quick, or you can have it just set up to slowly focus in on your subject. It has product showcase mode. So you know how the YouTubers, when they want to show something, they do the whole hand behind the item. So with this camera, it eliminates that. You put the item in front of the camera and it automatically designed to focus in on that item. It does pretty good pictures. The weight of it is pretty good. It's a lot of settings. So if you want to have this as like a camera you can put on the tripod, have you a little studio set up, you can do a lot of adjustments for that. So it's, you know, going a little bit toward professional, a little bit above beginner. Sound is pretty good too. You know, it has a cold shoe at the top up here, which I was saying a lot of the stuff that you buy depends on what your budget is. Like you may can just, instead of spending $25 for this and what's the other one? $20 or $30 for this, just save your money and go for something like this. And this will last you from beginner to pretty much pro level. So you can kind of save a little bit of money that way. But with this, you can stick your transmitter here. It does have a audio jack on the side. You can stick your audio jack over here. The cold shoe, you have a light. You can stick your light in here. So you can put accessories up here too with this camera. Kind of down part with this particular one, the battery life is decent, but it still use a mini micro USB to charge, which is hard to find those cables now. The focal length is I think a 24, so you gotta have some pretty long arms to get you and the background. It's not really a wide angle lens. You can't, vlog like this. And it does have built-in stability, but it's not the best. So you still got to be kind of smooth if you're going to walk while filming. So they did come up with the Sony ZV-1, I think Mark II. It does have a wider lens, and I think they did change the charging to like maybe USB-C or something. And the price. So this camera, brand new, was about $800 for this little point and shoot. Now you can probably get this camera for $500. The new ZV-1 Mark II is probably close to $800 or $900 now. So something else that you can use while talking about stability is you can get gimbals. So I don't really use gimbals that much because sometimes they can be a pain in the butt. So this is a DJI, Osmo 4 gimbal. So this is basically designed for your cell phone. This is kind of easy to use. It's a magnet. You stick your cell phone in here, you line it in here. It kind of automatically calibrates and you can adjust with the joystick here. I think this was like $150 when I got it. So, pretty much cheap. Only down part is you only can use this for your cell phones. So if you decide to one day get a camera like the Sony ZV-1, you're gonna need another gimbal, which I don't even know how to really pronounce the name of this one, but it is the Crane M3. So this one was about $200-300 some. This one, it's a pretty good gimbal. You can use it it does have a phone adapter. You can use it with action cameras. You can use it with your Sony camera. You can even use it for bigger Sony cameras, such as something like this. So once you make this investment, you can still use it for a while. You can control this. It has a cable you can hook into your camera and still control it. It has a built-in light already, and it has a battery pack. So this basically can go all day, pretty much filming. Then you can plug it into your camera and charge your camera as you go. So I'm gonna put a link in the description on what video I shot using this with my iPhone. And you can see for yourself if it's considered smooth to you and everything. But like I said, I don't really use gimbals that much because when you're traveling, this is just something else. You just take up space in your luggage. So now I'm gonna move on to some other cameras that we use for our videos. Okay, so like I said earlier, this camera is kind of expensive and I wouldn't drop it. I wouldn't get it wet. So they do have cameras that you can get wet and you can drop it. And they are action cameras. So a lot of big YouTubers with 1-2 million subscribers, they only use GoPros. So this one is the GoPro 10 Black. It shoots, I think, 4.3, about 5.3K, 5.7K. Pretty much GoPro started the action cameras. So these action cameras, you can be in the winter, cold, hot, you can be in a swimming pool, rock climbing, you can drop it, throw it, and they can withstand a beating. Like I said earlier, GoPro pretty much came up with action cameras. The only problem I have with GoPros is their operating system is always glitchy. Like, it's hard for them to connect to their apps. This particular camera, I was on a trip, went to go use the camera, and the camera just failed. And it was like the second time I ever used the camera. Luckily, I had the warranty. They replaced it, no cost to me. But it was an inconvenience. If this was my only camera, I would have been screwed on that trip. But you do have GoPro. I think this one, was around $3.99 when I got it. Another good thing about action cameras, they have a wide field of view. So you can basically have the camera right here and it'll show everything around you. Bad part about GoPros is low light. And I'm talking about low light as in you're walking in a mall, walking in a house, walking in a building. If it's not a lot of light coming to you, the picture quality is not that good. You get a lot of jitters, or you can't even see yourself on film. So you got GoPro, which they're on I think the 13 now. So then you have DJI when they came into the game. So this is the very first DJI Action. This camera is, I don't know how many years old it is, but I think I got this camera in 2018. Great camera, shoots 4K. So with DJI, all their cameras shoot in 4K. They don't go anything above 4K. It's a great camera, sturdy. I can get it wet. Operating system is good with connecting with the apps. Sound is good. Like I said, this one does have a crack in the front. They're pretty good cameras. Small and compact. You can throw it, whatever. I like DJI cameras. So I end up getting a Action 3, and I also have the Action 4, which another thing I like about DJI, especially between the Action 3, the Action 4, and probably the Action 5, all the accessories are interconnectable. So with this case, I bought for the Action 3, and I can use it for the Action 4, and probably the Action 5. Batteries. This did come with a battery pack. I can charge my batteries up in here. They do have quick charging. 20 minutes, you can basically fully charge your batteries. And in a pinch, this can be used as a power bank for your other cameras or accessories or anything. And the battery life on these is pretty good. So I think the DJI Action 5, I think they said that you can go 5 hours on one charge with this. All the operating systems on these are the same. So once you learn it on one camera, it works on, basically you learn from all the cameras. Like I was about to say earlier, only thing about action cameras, when you want to hook up lights or mics, you need to have a cage with a hot shoe or a cold shoe, so you can, hook this up here. Some have another little adapter over here. You can put your transmitter, for your mics. with GoPro, you have to get an additional adapter to connect it to the camera, and then you have to put the little cable that's in your DJI mic, hook it into here in order to use an external mic for GoPro. And like I was saying earlier with the DJI, with the Bluetooth, the DJI Action 4, Action 5, and the Pocket 3, you can use the Bluetooth to connect to the camera. The transmitter is built in. So basically what I'm using now is the Mic 2 and a Pocket 3, and it's connected wirelessly. And you can hear how good the sound is. Okay, so the next action camera, they just came out not too long ago, is the Insta360 Ace Pro. So with these can shoot up to 8K. Low light, these are pretty much the king of low light. So let me go back. The Action 3 in low light, decent. Action 4 is pretty good. Action 5, even better. When you get to the Insta360 Ace Pro, low light, at night, inside, you still get a pretty good video quality. You don't get much jitters. These cameras are pretty good. Like I said, you can shoot in 8K. With the first Ace Pro, you cannot remove or change these lenses. So if they do get cracked, you gotta send it back to Insta360. They replace it, themselves. But with the new Ace Pro 2, you can just take this off and replace it yourself. So the Ace Pro 2, same thing, shoots in 8K. Has a new mic in the front to enhance your voice when you're recording. Has a flip up screen, so you can still vlog close up to you, be kind of not sticking out when you're vlogging with this. Camera's pretty good, it's reliable, waterproof, durable. They do have AI editing with these. So basically you record the clip, you go on your app, on your phone or whatever, put the clips in, and it will automatically make the video for you. You can tweak it, as you like. Same thing, if you want to add lights or accessories, you got to get a cage for these too. Something else that you can get with the Insta360 and the DJI, you can get a remote control. So this is a watch for the Ace, the Insta360. You can control the camera with your watch. And what you can also do, it has a GPS in it. So if you want to have like your speed, how fast you're going, your directions where you're going, how high you are, G-forces, you can inlay that on your video when you get done editing. So now I'm about to show you our main vlogging camera. So the next camera that I have combines the good picture quality with the 1-inch sensor and low light capability of this, and the stability of this. So instead of having this big, huge package, you can get it in this little camera here. This is the DJI Pocket 3. So this has a 1-inch sensor, great for low light, and it has a gimbal. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but the gimbal is built into the camera. So you always have stable video. You can move it up, down, you can turn it, you can do a selfie on your own self. So with this is, I think, one of the best vlogging cameras out on the market right now. I think the starting price for this is around $400 to $600. I don't really remember. You can get different combo packages, but this is the best one you can get. You can get the mic. If you get like the combo package, it comes with the mic, it comes with all the accessories. The battery life on this is great. In an event that your battery does run down, it comes with this extended battery pack that you can just stick on the bottom of this, and it will charge the camera up to about 60%, and then you can take this back off, charge this with a battery pack while you're using your 60% that you just got charged on this one. That's a great camera. Only bad part is it's not water resistant and it's fragile. You know, this gimbal, and I don't have the case with me. You gotta try to keep it in a case to protect this gimbal. So usually when we're traveling, I keep this in the luggage until we get to where we're going, and then we start vlogging, then I use this. But if you just had to have one camera for vlogging, don't care if you're doing just street vlogging, street interviewing, you know, you wanna have like a little studio, I would recommend the Osmo Pocket 3. So now I'm about to go on, and the video quality you're seeing now is from the iPhone. Is what's being recorded now. So you can kind of see what type of quality the iPhone has compared to the Pocket 3. So now I'm about to do specialty cameras. Okay, so now we have what I call a specialty cameras. So these cameras, they're not really going to be your main vlogging cameras. You can use some in a pinch if you just need a camera real quick to film something. But these cameras can be used to make your video quality a little bit better, or give you some different shots that you don't usually get with other cameras. So the first one that we probably use is the Insta360 Go 3S. So this is the second generation of I think the Go 3, or maybe the third generation, but the Go 3S shoots in 4K. So this is the smallest 4K camera that you can get. So like I said, in a pinch, you need to vlog, you know, it's just like the Insta360 Ace Pro, just a whole lot smaller. So you can, you know, vlog with this one. What is unique with this one is you can pull this out, and this is the camera. This is it. It's a magnet on the back, so you can just stick it wherever metal is, stick it there. It's waterproof. I know some YouTubers, they may stick it in a glass of water and pour water on it. But yeah, it's waterproof. The downside is the case that it goes in is not waterproof. The battery life is about 30 to 40 some minutes with this. But when this runs out, you can stick it back into the case and it'll charge it back up again. And when you buy this, the memory, I think it's only a 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabytes. So you really can't expand the memory. So I recommend if you do get it, splurge for the, I think 128 to give you the most recording memory. So this is one, you know, and it's still pretty rugged too. The next one I have is the Insta360 X3. So this camera is a 360 camera. So it records everything at one time. So you can be vlogging here and you can say, hey, look at that over there. And you can turn around and show what you're filming in the editing program. This shoots in 8K. I think it has 11K time lapse. Like I said, it's durable, waterproof. I would recommend you get guards to protect the lens, because these are, you know, can be kind of fragile and break. But this is the X3. And now they also have the X4, which is this one. It comes with lens, you know, guards. So something we use this for time lapse. So with this, you can schedule a time lapse like a sunrise. So instead of getting up 5 o'clock in the morning, I could set this up the night before, go into the app and say, hey, I want the camera to do a time lapse at 5 o'clock, record for an hour, and then in the morning when I wake up, the time lapse is done. So this camera does it, the GoPro does it, and the 360 Ace Pro, it does it. The bad part about these is sometimes the battery life is okay. To get the full potential of these, you have to have a selfie stick, which I will show you later in the video. And some places you go to, they do not want you to have selfie sticks, but you need it to actually, use this camera. But in a pinch, if you just need a vlogging camera, you can just record just off of one camera and you got a wide angle view and you can use this in a pinch as your vlogging camera. The next thing is drones, which is becoming harder and harder to find places to fly your drone. This is the Mini. I can't remember the exact name of it, but this is the first DJI Mini drone. The Mavic Mini. It's under 249 grams. You can get some pretty good shots with this. This is the remote control. So basically you put your phone here and your phone is your screen. It does decent in wind. The range is, I think the furthest I ever flew this was like maybe a mile away. But it gives you that good aerial shot. You can do like a follow shot like you're walking somewhere. It can follow you and everything. Only down part, it does not have any sensors. But I think this one when I bought it was $249. So it was kind of like if you do crash, you do lose it. It's not really that bad. Or you can upgrade to what I did to the Mini 3 Pro. So this one has sensors on it in the front, up underneath, in the back. So when it's following you, it can, if it senses a tree or a line or something, it will stop. It shoots in 4K. It handles wind pretty good. And let me go ahead and unfold it. So this is the size of it. Not too big, it's quiet. Like I said, it's hard to try to find places to fly drones because people, they freak out sometimes when they see a drone. This one did have the Fly More combo. So I did have 3 extra batteries come along with it and this remote control. So with this, I don't have to worry about plugging my phone up to it. I basically just take it out the bag, cut it on, cut the remote control on, let it hook up to the satellite, and within a few minutes, I'm flying. You don't have to worry about making sure my phone is fully charged, but you can get some pretty good aerial shots and pictures with this. So now I think I'm going to move to accessories. Okay, so the last thing is accessories. So sometimes these accessories come with the cameras, sometimes you have to buy them separately. Usually the accessories, you don't really need them, but it can help you get better shots. So with the Go 3S, it's 2 accessories I would recommend. You got one, this little clip you can put on your hat. So I had a couple of videos where I cut it on my hat and put the camera in there. You had a good point of view. Then you also have this magnetic medallion, which put it around your neck, put this up under your shirt. And like I said, this is magnetic. You can stick this to the pendant and have the camera kind of mounted on your chest somewhere. And I will try to maybe insert some clips of how I use some of this stuff in some of my other videos. Like I was saying earlier, with the Insta360s, you need a selfie stick to fully utilize the capability of this camera. And one thing I forgot to mention too, with this camera, you do need another editing program to edit the 360 videos. You can do it on your phone in the app, or you can do it on your laptop or desktop. But it is an extra step to edit 360 videos. But with these, they have the selfie sticks, which you can, screw at the bottom and it extends. So I think this one extends to like 4 feet. So you probably see the video we were in Washington, D.C. when we were walking. I was using this. And when you in editing, this stick disappears in editing. So it just looked like a camera just out there floating. So usually this stick comes with the camera, or you can get the upgraded stick, which this is $100, or you can get it on sale for $80. So this extends like 9 feet. So what a lot of people do, if they can't fly a drone, they put this on this stick and kind of have it up in the air so it looks like you're using a drone. When in reality, the only thing you're using is this and this. Another type of accessories is lens covers to protect the lens on the X3 and X4. The Ace Pro, like I said, you can just use the camera like this, hold it like this, vlog with it. You can sit it somewhere, vlog with it, throw it in your pocket. But you can get a additional stand for this. You can just put the little case around it. Let's see if I can find one. Basically, you can clip it on, clip the little adapter into the bottom of the camera, mount this to it, and this is actually kind of like a little selfie stick too. So you got the camera here, talk to it, and it also doubles as a tripod. So yeah, so then you got a tripod. You can sit this on the ground and you can do time lapse with this. Also got one of these little tripod things, a few dollars, and you can use it on all your cameras, like the gimbal. You screw that in the bottom, you have this set up somewhere. The cameras, even the selfie stick, I can screw this at the bottom here, extend this up, and I have like a little monopod wherever I'm at. This little thing I use for the Pocket 3, since I say it's so fragile. Instead of putting it back in the case when we're traveling, I just basically put this over the gimbal, and that usually protects it from any type of damage. And of course, all the action cameras, they all have their little mini selfie stick that you can adjust. This is for the Osmo. This is another DJI, it stands 6 feet. Suction cup. So in some hotel rooms, when I try to do the time lapse, I cannot get the camera high enough. So I just stick this to the window, mount the camera up here, pin it toward the window, and that's how I do my time lapse with a suction cup. Or let's say if it's like a glass surface or a smooth surface, you can stick your cameras there. This is another one. You know, it's magnetic. Stick it around your neck. You can put your camera here. It kind of mounts like this. And this has different plates that's also magnetic. And you can just stick this somewhere because it's magnetic. Has a little rubber cover thing, so you want to stick this to a car. You can do that without worrying about scratching the paint. You do a bunch of things with this. I got one more I got to show you. I'll be right back. Okay, so talking about cars, I have this setup. It has 3 powerful magnets. I think it's one of the videos we was in the Grand Canyon. I had the 360 camera mounted to the back of the car. I had the selfie stick attached to here, had this in the back of the car and extended this up. So you can pick cameras like the 360, cameras like this. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but you can in a pinch. And then also have a little mini magnet that I can get an action camera, stick it there, stick it to the wall, or anywhere that where it's metal on metal. Then you have lens filters, which I don't use them that much, but this is for the Ace Pro. You got little lens filters. For the Pocket 3, I have some. So I use this polarizing filter to kind of hide reflections like on windows, water, reflection in cars. You can kind of turn the filter to eliminate reflections. So yes, some of the stuff you don't need, but it may help your video quality a little bit more. And it depends on what your budget is. Like I said, sometimes you can just splurge and just get the high-end stuff first, and it'll last you from beginner to, you know, million subscribers. So hope you enjoyed this. Oh, I almost forgot one big important thing. Editing on your phone, you can do a lot of editing on your phone, but like I said earlier, your phone memory can run out. Like I said, this is a 1 terabyte, and I haven't filled it up yet. But if you have like a 128, 256, after a couple of videos, yeah, it's full. I recommend getting a decent laptop that can handle editing 4K, external hard drives to save your files. And so I have a, iMac Pro, MacBook Pro. It's 512 gigabytes, and I use this to edit all the videos. I use CapCut. Sometimes I use Final Cut Pro. CapCut is free. Final Cut Pro, I don't know if it's still around $3.99. You can still just use the free basic Final Cut. And like I said, you can edit. You got a bigger screen you can look at when you're editing. But you know, I wouldn't probably get this unless you really know you're going to be a YouTuber and you want to invest more time and money into it. But if not, your phone, you can do all the stuff on your phone, from editing, recording, everything, uploading. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just put it down in the comments and I will try to answer if I can. So if you have any questions about anything, just let me know. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in our next video. I almost forgot to mention what I was using to hold the Pocket 3 on. So this is a monopod / tripod. I got this back in 2016. It's small, compact, it's metal. So with this, you can unscrew this and put this head down here and make it a mini tripod. Or you can take this off and you have a little rubber piece down here to make it a monopod. And like I say, this is heavy, strong metal. It's sturdy. And I think I paid like $100 for this back in 2016, 2015. And like I said, it's been a good tripod. I do have other tripods, but this is just something that's small. I can just throw in your luggage and call it a day. But yeah, so I will see you guys next video.